I'm refocused because I remembered my #1 rule. Hey friends, I hope you all are well and feeling even better. It's time for a cleanse update. So for starters, I do greatly apologize for not keeping up with my daily YouTube shorts to update you all along the way. I realized that I forgot my #1 rule when detoxing and cleansing, and that is to prepare mentally. So instead of preparing mentally, I was preparing the content for you all and what I needed to do. And once it got to a certain point, I was like, I just feel confused. And that's how I felt this past week. So rule of thumb for detox or cleanse, always prepare mentally. So this is where we are with the cleanse process. Instead of this week officially being my cleanse week, this is actually gonna be a second week to prep. Now, for those of you who did not watch my previous video, I'm prepping for a cleanse, then going into a detox to get rid of all the toxins and all the extra whatever else, and to undo all that extra stuff I did for my birthday. For those who are interested, my birthday is March 26th. Jazzy Baby celebrates the entire month of March. And this year, I slid into April a little bit, and it kept going for a little bit, and I just had way too much alcohol and way too much food. So now I'm getting rid of all of it. Now, the end goal is a 3 to 4 day juice cleanse, but before I get there, I have to prepare. So when I prep for a cleanse, that's when I start getting rid of the processed foods in my diet. And remember, a diet is not when you limit yourself of foods, it's the way you eat, the lifestyle of your eating habits. Some diets are clean, some diets are junky, some diets are McDonald's and fast food pace, some diets are plant-based, some diets are vegan, do you say vegan based? Some diets are vegan. You guys know where I'm going here. So to prep for my cleanse, that's when I start removing the processed foods. Now, the previous week, I kind of slowed down on my cleanse because I also went back to my hot yoga studio and I was practicing hot yoga every single day for 7 days in a row. Now, with me returning to the yoga studio and in the middle of a cleanse prep, that was a lot on my body. So my first class, I got lightheaded twice. I was like, oh my goodness. But I didn't freak out because I knew exactly what my body was reacting to. I was starting to remove, certain foods that I started to get accustomed to. And I was in a damn studio that's up to 108 degrees Fahrenheit. So yes, my body reacted. So when I say it's important for you to prep, please prep or your body will react and it won't be in a calm way at all. So after that class, I realized, let me slow down on my cleanse prep so my body can, keep up and I don't just overdo everything. So because I wanted to continue going to yoga practice without getting freaking lightheaded again, I decided I would slow down the cleanse prep, and instead of switching over to my veggies and raw foods so quickly, I had to pump the brakes and decide, okay, the mornings, let's still cook foods, and for your other meals, just add a bit more to your salad, a bit more proteins and all that jazz. And did I eat meat? I had meat once. I did have meat once. And so now that we're in the second week of my cleanse, I'm down to about 4 processed foods that I've still been consuming. Those are English muffins, popcorn, because I had to watch Power and eat something. So it's another one. Oh, Just Egg. Now, I know that is plant-based. However, it has many ingredients. So to me, that's processed. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but if you ask me, Jazzy Baby says that's definitely processed. And, oh, caffeine. I know that's not a food, but still, I've had, a few cups of espressos. I do not need coffee to wake up or energize myself. I just truly love the taste of coffee. So I'm down to those 4 items to remove from my diet this week. So once I go through this week, I'll be switching over into the official cleanse, which is where I eat raw veggies and fruits for 3 to 4 days straight. Nothing else, no cooked foods at all. And that's gonna take me into my 3 to 4 day juicing detox, where I only drink fresh juices for those days. And of course, I will film the juicing process for you all because I still owe the people another color-coded juicing series. I just have to decide on the color. I thought I ran out of colors, but maybe I'll do purple. It'll be a limited amount of juices, or maybe I can double up on the colors. I'm gonna think about it, but I will film the process for you all. And if you're thinking about detoxing, I know this may sound drastic for you now, but once you do the process correctly, listen to your body, you will be absolutely okay. Without a doubt, I have no concerns at all. I already feel my cravings slowing down drastically, and I mean drastically. Cinco de Mayo was yesterday, and guess what? Jazzy Baby didn't have tequila. I did not have tequila. I did not have a margarita. I didn't have any alcohol at all, and I was just so proud of myself because and that's another thing about cleansing for me, it focuses. It helps me focus, you know, re-trigger my brain and get me back on track. So I have to get the job done by any means necessary, because if you want different, you have to do different. Thank you so much. And again, accept my apologies for not providing you all with the daily cleansing updates, but I got you this week. I'm refocused, back to my #1 rule, preparing yourself mentally. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to go to jasminerain.com/learnyourbody to read my favorite tips to help you listen to your body, learn your body, and find those secrets that you've been looking for. Chat soon. I think that was good. So I have to get the job. So I have to get the job done. To my #1 rule, prepping for your back to my number one rule, preparing yourself mentally.